welcome back to the vlog. It is December 10th, Tuesday. I have I don't have an appointment. Baby girl has an appointment with the doctor, her pediatrician, just a general checkup for 2 months. I was going to call one of the people that we owe money to for all these hospital bills because I had to go to the emergency room 3 times, and apparently when you go to the emergency room you have to pay the doctors and the hospital separately. So we thought that we were paying them, but we didn't pay one. So yeah, but I did transfer my phone number to my dad's old phone, which is a newer version of my phone, but I don't like his phone. And my dad is a general contractor slash a bunch of other things, and I think he damaged his phone, and the audio was weird. Like, I would record videos, and the audio had a buzzing noise, and then I would try to talk on the phone and they couldn't hear me, and I kind of couldn't hear them. So I'm trying to switch back to my phone, but somehow however that works, the cellular number is attached to this phone and the other phone, so it won't let me make phone calls to the hospital, but I can make phone calls to my mom and my dad who have iPhones. So I wonder if that's why, but I don't know. But I'll have to figure that out later because we are about to go ahead and leave. I am going to stop at a coffee shop before we go to the pediatrician. Right now, baby girl is napping. She woke up, ate, and went back to sleep as she usually does. Last night, she did not go to sleep until 3:48 a.m. despite my best efforts. Honestly, really, I did the most. But that's pretty typical for her. Like, whenever I think, okay, she's gonna go to sleep, we're gonna get to bed early, it never does. And then when she decides to go to bed early, I'm always like really surprised. She sets the routine in this house, and I'm just kind of following along best I can. It's not a new coffee shop. It's an independent local coffee shop. It's called The District. There's one in the other town. They opened up a smaller one in the next town, so I wanted to go to that one because I've never been to that one. I wanted to go with my husband and the baby last week or whatever, but we didn't get a chance to go, and I have time. It's not raining. The weather is not cold. So I wanted to go while I had the chance. And I kind of wanted to go to a few other places. I want to go to Aldi, and I kind of wanted to get out of the house a little bit, but we may not have time, where the weather may turn. So I'm going to go get baby girl, get her in her car seat, change her, all the good stuff, and we're gonna be on the road. Also, I recently logged into ThreadUp because I received an email saying that my credit was going to be transferred to something, but I'm like, what credit? So I went on there and I had credit from when I had sent a box to them months ago, but I don't remember ever being notified that they bought anything. I thought I just wasted those clothes or whatever. But apparently they bought 4 of the items, but I didn't know that because I didn't get an email or anything. I looked on their website, but I do not like shopping their website. Like, I don't like their website. I don't. And I don't like their model because which ones did you buy? Which ones should I send you? And you can send me a text or something to let you know that you actually bought the items, because I had no idea that I had credit on there. But I went ahead and had it transferred to my PayPal, and I had PayPal transferred to my bank because I'm not shopping on ThreadUp. I'm not doing my shopping there because I am postpartum. Online shopping, before I would know how clothes fit me generally. I knew my measurements and all that good stuff, and I'm just a little bit bigger than I was before, and I don't really know how stuff is gonna fit. And then also there is the added aspect that I need to be able to breastfeed and in these clothes now. So if I buy anything, I need to try it on, preferably in store, because it would just be too annoying otherwise to order stuff and I have to get it sent to my mom's house because the mail system here is not functional, not ideal or secure. So I'd have to get the stuff from my mom or have my mom drop it off, try it on, and if it doesn't work, I have to send it back. I don't have a printer here, so I have to coordinate with my mom to use her printer and send it back to the UPS, through UPS or the post office, and either I'll have to do it, or my mom will have to do it, or my husband will have to do it, and I have to do it. Then it involves the baby and the car seats and the getting in and out and all that, and it's just too much. So I prefer local, but I don't think I'll be doing that today. I just transferred her from the bed to the car seat. She did not wake up. She's smiling in her sleep. It's so cute. Watch, as soon as I click her into the car, she starts crying now. Okay, she's in there. She's making noises. But she's not crying yet. I am going to turn on the map and hope this works out. I was thinking about bringing her a chest carrier, but I don't think I'm going to be doing all that. If I do go somewhere else other than the coffee shop and the pediatrician, I'll just put her car seat in her stroller. I don't know if I have the grocery bags, like if I go to Aldi. I'm probably not gonna go. I'm probably not gonna go today. That'll be too much. But yeah, hopefully she stays safe, or at least doesn't cry. Okay, I got my coffee, I got my food. For some reason, the segment that I just recorded stopped and did not save, so oh well. I was just talking about this apartment that's next to the coffee shop, which is where we almost lived when we first got married. Very small unit. Very small. And if you're nosy like me, not the best in terms of privacy, because I can see up in there. Some people have their Christmas trees up and some Christmas decorations, and that's really cute. I got a sausage, egg, cheese biscuit, and a white mocha peppermint latte with oat milk, because we are lactose intolerant here. Yes, we are. That's the realtor lady's car. I remember, because not a whole lot of people have purple cars. This would have been a good unit to live in if it had just been us, but I think with the baby, it would have been very, very bad. So I think it's a good thing that we didn't end up getting here, end up living here. Although it is kind of a walkable downtown type of area, so there's restaurants here, the library's near here, there's like boutique stores around here. My husband's job is like 5-8 minutes from here. But with baby girl, with all the extra space that she needs, no. I still have an hour until the pediatrician appointment, so I'm going to sit quietly in my car and eat. They have an outside eating area, but since she's still asleep, we're just gonna sit here. So I asked for a sausage. This looks like chopped bacon, unless they just do their sausage differently. Or maybe it's like ground sausage. It's not a patty. It's not like a patty. It will. I'm gonna say grace and eat. I'm gonna drop the camera because I personally hate when people eat in vlogs. I don't wanna hear that. I don't wanna see that. I'm glad you have food. I don't need to see that. So I'll come back later. That was bacon. That was not sausage. It was like chopped bacon. It was okay though because I don't have a problem eating bacon, and it was good. Just check baby girl. She's still sleeping peacefully. I moved the blanket off her because she's probably gonna get a little bit warm. It's not a little bit warm, and she has more clothes than me. She's in her little footy pajamas. Usually when I take her out and we're not going to church, she's in footy pajamas because she's a baby. So, oh dog. I miss having a dog. Although I would never have a dog while living in an apartment and not having a yard, because that's just not fair to dogs in my opinion. Dogs should have backyards. Yeah, still have an hour. I was watching a YouTube video. Shauna Rapari, I think is her name. Shauna Rapari. She makes anti-consumerist content, which I don't know why I enjoy those videos, but I do. But I don't have TikTok, so I see these redos of TikTok videos with her commentary about people buying way too much stuff, like the stocking videos or the whatever. I don't know. I like watching them. I like hearing what she has to say. I like seeing the things that people are spending their money on or doing or whatever. I don't know, it's like my version of reality TV. I don't really watch reality TV. The last really good reality TV show was like, you know, The Hills back in the day with Lauren and them. And I feel like that's because that was before YouTube and vlogs became a thing. But it was like such a big deal before, you know? Like, what was that dude's name? Justin Bobby and all of them, you know? Also, what was it? Flavor of Love. Flavor Flav and all those people. That was so crazy. You know what I like, which is absolute garbage, are those Pop the Balloon show, whatever it is. I don't know if it's a show. I don't actually watch the actual episodes of Pop the Balloon. I just watch like the little clips on like whatever they're showing them on, and those are so interesting to me. There was this one that I watched that I really appreciated. The woman was saying that she didn't want to date a broke dude, like if you ain't got no money, blah 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 blah. And then like her attitude, the way she said it was like very off-putting. So one dude popped his balloon, and then she said, okay, well I guess you just broke then, you know, with like attitude, said something like that. And then every man popped his balloon on solidarity, because like you didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say, oh well I guess you broke then. Like, ma'am, don't. That's not cute. That's not attractive. It's not nice. Okay, like, so they all popped their balloon. Her name was Brenda. Like the caption said, Brenda in the shimmy, because she kept doing this. She kept doing that. Like, it was weird. It was funny. It was weird. But I appreciated the fact that they all just were like, nah, pop. Everybody popped. But yeah, I like watching the clips of that and just being really, really grateful that I'm married to my husband and that my husband is the man that he is. Like, he's a very just fantastic human being. We're both Christians, and I see him trying to live for God and do the right thing. I see him thinking of others. He's like, you know, they say that there's a black cat and a golden retriever in the relationship. He is definitely the golden retriever. My sister is also a black cat who's married to a golden retriever, and I love that. Like, sometimes that can be a lot for me, but I think it's been good for me, him being like that and me being around him and traveling with him, meeting his friends and all of these different circles of friends that he has. And some of his friends have become my friends, so that's been good too. What was I talking about? How much I adore my husband. Yes, I love my husband, and I'm so glad I'm not out here having to date these people. Like, I know that's like social media. That's not necessarily real, but social media does influence people and how they think. And I have talked to people. Like, I do have single friends, and male and female, and just the mindsets of some of them is just, if anything ever happens to him, if he dies before I do, I'm never getting remarried. I wouldn't want to, especially with a little baby girl. Are you kidding me? I was about to say something about that I married a monster lady, but I'm not gonna say anything about that lady. But I don't think I know that we don't have the same mindsets about things anyway, so that I'm not gonna say anything about that lady. I think I've sat here enough, so I am just clocking all of the vehicles here. But I think I've sat here long enough. I'm gonna go ahead and drive over to her pediatrician and sit in that parking lot. Maybe she'll wake up by then, or I'll wake her up and feed her before we go in there so she's not screaming and crying. I can feed her in there, but you know, sometimes I'm just more comfortable. I'm more comfortable eating in my car, so I feel like she's also more comfortable eating in her car too. So yeah. Okay, we are back home. Miss Baby is 10 pounds, 6 ounces, and 23 inches long, and that is fantastic. I think she said she was in the 20 percentile for her weight and age, and 59% for her height. And that's really extremely awesome. Oh, someone's dog got out. It's a pit bull. Miss Baby's waking up. She's crying. So, we're gonna go inside now.
I love to go to the stores, but it's actually sickening. How do you feel when you're out there just like shivering and feeling so cold, and I just don't like it. But I know some of you are in states that are probably snowing right now. If you have seen snow already, I think it's cute for the first day, like, oh my god, it's snowing, and then the next day, get out of here. I'm like, it's too much. But Blur Vanilla Skin, and I did a first trimester recap on TikTok, so if you don't follow me there, I recommend that you.
Hi, hello. It is December 11th, Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday. It's December 11th, Wednesday. After we got back home, the girl ate and went to sleep for a few hours. She slept until my husband arrived, and instead of cooking, we drove to an Italian restaurant. Baby girl was very much wanting to go back to sleep. It was raining, so it was like perfect sleeping weather, and it was around the time that she normally goes to sleep. She's not really on a routine, but there's usually a time where she takes another nap, and it was about her nap time again, but he wanted her to stay awake for another hour so she would sleep through the night, and that sort of kind of worked. But she's also been sleeping most of the day today. She woke up at around 6 or 7, went back to sleep at 8. I woke her up at 1. I don't think she would have woken up if I hadn't woken her up, and we hung out for a while. I changed her, fed her, and we played a little bit. She doesn't really play, and she doesn't really talk to me a whole lot, but she looks at me or she looks around and she engages and stuff. We had a little bit of tummy time, and she actually tolerated it really well. She doesn't usually like tummy time, but that was one thing that the pediatrician said that she needed to do more of, was tummy time. So I just laid her down on her belly, and she looked around, and that worked out. But then I tried to do it a little bit later, and it did not work out. She's been a little congested and a little sneezy. The weather keeps changing here. So last few days, it was really, really cold, and then yesterday it was really warm, and now it's cold again. So I think that's messing with her sinuses. So she was a little congested. She was sneezing. She had snot coming out her nose. So I went upstairs and like suctioned out her nose so she could breathe and all that good stuff. And I was looking in her closet, and I noticed a box full of baby clothes. I was like, what is that? Where did these come from? And it was actually the box of clothes that I bought from a woman off of Facebook. There was a woman on Facebook selling a whole bunch of baby clothes from like 0 to 6 months. I bought for $50 back before baby girl got here because I wasn't sure how much newborn stuff we would get. So I wanted to get her newborn clothes because I knew it'd be a while before we had the baby shower, because we don't do baby showers at my church until after the baby's here. So I just discovered the clothes again that I had put away, and they've already been washed and all the good stuff, but I kind of need to go through them and see what all she can wear now, because she's 2 months. She's 10 pounds, 6 ounces now. So she can wear beyond newborn clothes, and I need to go through that and see what all she can wear. This just makes it even more important for me to clear out her closet and go through and see what's in there and organize things and get rid of my stuff or move my stuff into my closet, so that I actually have a better idea of what she has and I can store things better. Because again, she still has stuff in the middle of her nursery in a box that there's nowhere for it to go at this time, because I just never cleaned out my stuff. I kind of want to make a plan to do it, but when I make plans, they don't usually work out because I'm wearing her right now still on me. She's doing better at that. I think she needed to grow up a little bit more in order to get used to me wearing her. I don't know, but I wore her today and she didn't cry at all when I put her in, so that's good. What was I talking about? Cleaning out the closet and making plans. But anyway, I made dinner. I'm eating it now. Just some pasta with ground beef and corn. Really, really simple. We need to do a meal plan and stick to it. And yeah, I'm gonna eat because I haven't eaten anything today. I just had coffee. And today is Bible study. I need to go find something to wear. I think I found an outfit for her to wear, which for all I care, she can just stay in her pajamas. But her daddy is more like, no, she's going to church. She needs to wear her clothes. And I'm like, okay. Fine. But it's more convenient if she just wears her pajamas, especially when we're all bundled up because it's cold. Who's actually going to see her? She's just a baby. But anyway, I'm going to eat now and watch vlogs. And I'm thinking that these vlogs are making me want to go shopping. Like I'm getting stir crazy being at the house, but I just really, really, really want to go shopping. Not even to buy anything really. I just want to go shopping, but I don't necessarily want to take. I just dropped my AirPod case, and I'm wearing her, so it can stay there. I don't necessarily want to take her because I do want to go get new clothes, but I need to be able to try on the clothes. I could just get them without trying them on, bring them home, try them on when I get home. But if I go out with her, then she probably needs to be in her stroller. But I don't know how she would do in her stroller while awake for long periods of time. So that seems like it would be more stressful than fun. Unless I go with my husband, but he's not always available to be around. Or if I go with my mom, but she's not always available. Which is super inconvenient for me. Her having a life, you know. But I'm going to go and try and put her down, and if I can put her down in her crib or something and take a shower, then that's what I'm gonna do. Also, I was going to work on thank you cards for Miss Baby for her baby shower, because I thought that we had some leftover thank you cards from when we got married last year, but we don't really have leftovers. We just have some that didn't go to the people that we were thanking, and it's not that many. It's like 7 or 8 or 10 or 12. But also Those are my husband's people who I don't know and whose addresses I don't have. So that was not my fault. And I don't mean like it's not my fault, but like it's not my fault. But we need to get thank you cards also. I really need to get different light bulbs because these are so yellow and gross. I hate how it makes the room look. So it's a little bit later in the afternoon. I showered and got dressed, got Miss Baby dressed. I think she's staring at this painting. And I'm bouncing on a yoga ball or birthing ball or a pregnancy ball, whatever it is. But we're waiting for Dad, for my husband, to come back and get us to church. He went ahead to the chiropractor without us because Miss Baby was upset and eating, so I didn't want to take her off and put her in the car and have her screaming and crying because she wasn't eating, because, you know, she runs my life. But yeah, we're just waiting for him, and then when he gets here, we'll be headed to church. Okay, so I am about to go get dressed, get ready to go to the store. I finished my coffee and all that. Now I'm not actually hungry, but I should probably still make myself eat before I go, so I won't want to eat before I'm out and buy stuff. But like, I got my iPad mini the other day, and I was thinking about doing an unboxing, but also, why? You know, why? Do y'all keep your Apple product boxes like forever? Because I kind of do, and I don't actually know why. Probably because technically it's a really expensive box, you know? So, but also, this is the Anthropology bag I was talking about that I kept. Like, that's pretty. That's cute. And at one point I was going to like frame it and put it up on the wall, but it is a really big bag. But I think I'm probably going to use it this Christmas for my husband's gift. We don't necessarily celebrate Christmas, really. Neither of our families do. I think I've mentioned that before. But his birthday is the day after Christmas, and I bought him a new Bible in a new Bible case because the Bible that he has is the bindings coming off. So I bought him a new one, exactly like the one he has, so he can transfer his notes that he has in his Bible over to this one if that's what he wants to do. And also his Bible case is falling apart. Like, it has a strap, little handle on it, that's broken. It doesn't unzip all the way. The binding is coming apart on it because that man just does not replace things. And I think the Bible is also sentimental. I think a friend might have given it to him. Or that might be the other one. I think that his friend gave him the other one. This one I think is just old, and the Bible case is just old. So I bought him a new one, and when it arrives, I'm going to wrap it, because when's the last time that man had a gift wrapped for him? And put it in here and give it to him on his birthday. Miss Baby is moving, but I don't think she's waking up. I can see her on the monitor. Yeah, she just moved, got readjusted. Ugh, my house is a mess. 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 I need my mom to come help me organize my house. Honestly, I really, 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 really do. But it's not gonna be today. It's probably not gonna be tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna have her come over. Past week or two, her household, they've been sick with the virus, but everyone's fine now. My dad never got sick. My dad very rarely gets sick. Like, the entire house can be sick and he'll be fine. But I need my mom to come by and help me. She's very good at organizing and putting stuff in its place. But I could use her wonderful superpowers of organization to help me with this house because it is pretty bad. It is pretty bad. We were only married for 3 months before I got pregnant, and when I was pregnant, I was very sick. So I don't feel like I ever really got things fully situated to run it well as a housewife and as a homemaker. Because I was just so sick most of the time, and cooking was hard because it would make me nauseous. And I didn't even get all of the, seasonings and stuff that I had before at my parents' house. Which seasonings are expensive. Like if you buy all of them all at once, that's a lot. And I'm not a minimalist. I am not a minimalist. My husband is like a minimalist only in his wardrobe. He doesn't have a lot of stuff. Like most of the stuff that's here is my stuff, but then even then we don't have like a whole lot of just stuff everywhere. We have like normal things. I feel like it's just not well organized. Yeah, so even though these smoke monitors are wired into the house, they still need batteries. So I need to text my husband and tell him to get batteries. My phone is letting me text him now, so I'll let him know to get that because it's easier for him to stop and get stuff than it is for me to stop and get stuff because I have a whole baby to get in and out of the car. Right now I am feeding her. I changed her already. And she was so happy. I feel so bad about having to put her in the car and drive to the store because she's probably gonna cry. But we might stop at some other places while we're in the city. If it's a nice enough day, if it's warm enough, I might take her for a walk in her stroller. And I still really, really, really want to go to the thrift store. And there's 2 in the next city that I could go to. I would probably only go to one if I did go to one. But I don't know if I'm actually going to do that. And then my niece, she has a play at her school this evening. A 30-some minute drive. And whether or not I go to that kind of depends on if my husband is going, because I don't really like driving around with baby girl in the dark, and I have to get on the interstate, and sometimes my car is a little funny, so my anxiety and like what is that word, catastrophizing, tendencies have gotten worse since I've had a baby. They really have. They've gotten better before, but I've just gotten way, way worse now that I have a baby. She's just looking at me. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? This girl, I am so in love with this baby. I need my mom. Like, I need my mom, y'all. We're not even gonna go in the closet. I need my mom to come help me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is so much.
Amy helps Goodwill Station to provide career training and support services right here in the community. And that keeps us going smoothly.org. Goodwill.
This Goodwill has been rearranged. Okay, so we went to T-Mobile, right? But I'm not an authorized user. I'm not an authorized user on the phone plan, so I couldn't do anything, and I didn't have the authorized user's phone number, which is my grandfather-in-law. So I had to call my husband so he could call his grandfather and add me. But it was really hot in there, and I wanted to go to the thrift store. So we left, and now we're leaving the thrift store, the Goodwill, but it was a very disappointing experience all around. Like they have nothing there, even though it's a very large store. They didn't really have much of anything worth anything. But now since I'm an authorized user, we're gonna head back to the T-Mobile store so they can fix my phone. I fed baby girl while we were here before we got out. And she does fine when we're inside of stores, it seems, because I'm holding her. But she just does not like riding in the car seat. She feels alone, I guess. Alone and unloved. But the dude said that they have this special where you can get the new iPhone for free for a trade-in. So I might get that. He might make me get it if it's free to trade in those old ones. So we'll see. But this is a Goodwill mega store, and they have a lot of space. It used to be an old grocery store, but there's like nothing there. There's like a whole lot of nothing. And there was this wool sweater. And no, it wasn't handmade. It just looked very handmade. It was 100% wool. I cannot wear wool. It irritates my skin so bad. Like as soon as it's on, it feels like the fibers are digging into my skin, and it's just awful. I wish I could wear wool, but I can't. I don't know if it's just mine, but these car seats that have these strollers, you can take the car seat out and set it in the stroller. It is really, really hard for me to line up the car seat in the stroller. That is a struggle for me. I've used it 3 times and I hate using it because it's just so hard for me to snap her in, and then it's really hard for me to snap her back out. I do not like that. Like, I can understand the convenience. I fully support the convenience, but the struggle of the in and out is what's getting to me on that. But we're back at the T-Mobile parking lot. I'm gonna get Miss Baby out and see if we can get this situated. Goodness gracious. That guy looks like a hobo. That's judgmental, but there are a lot of hobos. Oh wait, nope, he's pushing the cart full of all his worldly belongings. That is a hobo. He don't want me, it's fine. He can't fit me in the cart. My phone number is fixed now. I did not get the new iPhone 16 because it actually would not be free. I forgot that. And we're on a budget right now. They have a promo that my husband can get the watch for $5 more a month or something. So I'll let him know about that. Miss Baby fell asleep in my arms while we were in there. She's still asleep in her seat. So we're gonna head home. Oh, she made a noise. Yeah, that's it.
What's up? Can Daddy go play his video game? Can Daddy play his game?
I would just like to say that I made it home without spending any money. I made my own dirty chai latte. So please congratulate me for being a responsible adult. That is all.
I like Joe. I like Joe, Steve, Boo, and Josh, and Steve.
That's all of them.
Probably if I fall down. No. No, it isn't. You don't think so? Nope. Okay. It's just. Come on.
Hey, just popping on to close out the vlog. Thank you for spending a few December days with me. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks so much and have the best day.